Okay, so this video is part of a series of tutorials that I made for explaining how to install different kinds of software for Pali study or Tipitaka reading, any kind of Dhamma related study software on different kind of devices. So I also made videos for how to install different kinds of tools on Mac computers, on Windows computers and on Android phones, and in this video I will show you what you can install on iPads and iPhones. So in the resources that I provided, you can find this zip folder for iOS. That is the one you can use on iPhones and iPads. And obviously also the book resources, we can read those books, we can use them also on iPhones. So first regarding the setup, so what we will be using is the Documents app. So first you need to download, if you don't have this app yet, you need to download this app from the App Store. It's a free app, so you can just download it. Another app you might want to download is this one, the Access to Insight app. You can also find it in the App Store for free. So this one is already quite helpful. It just gives you the offline version of the Access to Insight website. There are also some other apps, for example this one, which is quite relevant for international students. For example, there are others here, but they're just mostly only in Myanmar scripts or Sinhala script. So this one is also available with Roman Pali script, but I won't be explaining how to install this one. Not in this video. Maybe I will make another video for the installation of this app. At least I can tell you, you won't find it in the App Store. Alright, so in order to set this up, we want to transfer the archive. We want to transfer this archive into the Documents app. So to do that, we have several options. One of the options is by using a kind of web server. So there are 3 different options at least to do this, and I will show you all of them in this video so that you can choose one of them. So first, what you want to do for this option is to connect 2 devices to the same Wi-Fi. So I'll be connecting this iPad with a hotspot that I made with an Android phone. You can also just make a hotspot with your iPad or iPhone and then connect your laptop, whether a MacBook or a Windows computer or a Android phone, any other kind of device. You just need to connect to the same Wi-Fi. Alright, so and then what we need on the other device is a browser. So for example, we will use the Chrome browser here, and I'll show you now how to do this. So let's go back into the Documents app and go to the settings here. So if you are in the settings here, you can find Wi-Fi drive. The app looks a little bit different on iPhones than on iPads. So if you're using an iPhone, then it will give you an option here, the second option called WebDAV. So that's the web server that you have to create. So here you have to enable this drive, and then here it will tell you, it will give you this URL that you can connect to this URL. So you just type this in a browser, and as I said, you can do this on any device. So now you will see on your iPod, on your iPad, it will ask you permission. So you click OK to give permission, and then we are already in. So now here in this website we have all the files, and here down here we can choose a file to upload. So I will go here to the archive and select this iOS zip, and maybe also the book resources. Okay, can only select one at a time, and then just upload it. So this will take some time depending on your Wi-Fi speed. So it doesn't require any internet, but it just requires a Wi-Fi hotspot. So while this is uploading, I can already show you the second option, which is by using iTunes. So in iTunes, you have to connect your device with the cable, and then you can open this device and go to File Sharing, and here you find the Documents app. If you click on it, then here you can select Add, or you can simply drag and drop items, and then you will see it's a bit faster to transfer. We can also select this one, and they will both be copying. The third option I'll also show you quickly. So that is on an Android phone. It's the same process. We just open the URL in Chrome, and then on our iPhone or iPad, it again asks to give permission, so we have to give permission, and then we are in. And then we can do the same thing. We can upload the file, just we did now on Chrome browser. So here it's almost finished now, but we don't need to wait for this because we already transferred it here. It has finished already, so we can click on Done and finish the process. So now what to do on the device. So now we can close these options, and here is a folder iTunes files. So you will find whatever you have transferred by iTunes, you will find it here. Whatever you have transferred in a browser, you will find it here. It should appear now that it has finished, right? So now here you can see the zip folder has appeared. And just to tell you the third option, which is actually the quickest option, is you click here on the options of the file. So if you know someone who already has it, then you click here on the file options, then share, and then via AirDrop. So for example, let's send the book resources, share and then AirDrop, send it to Shinsidata, and then you see here this appears. We press accept, and then we open with documents, and it saves it into the main folder, and now we have it here. Alright, so now in order to use the files, we just so let's you go here and we just tap on it once, just tap on it, and it will start extracting the zip file. Might take a while according to the speed of your device. And a folder will appear. You can do the same for the book resources. And book resources, if you go into these books, for example, if we open one of them, you can share them with the Books app, with the iBooks app, and then they will be available in the iBooks app. So no need to show this right now. Okay, so now you can see. Then let's go back here in the for iOS folder. Again, these are archives, so you have to extract them. For example, this Pali declension tool. Same with the ATI archive, which is the access to inside website. So you might want this, you might not want this, it's up to you, because if you already use the access to inside app, then you might not actually need this one. And then the same with the Sutta Central offline website. So just a note here, you need about 1.5 GB of space for all of these archives, so make sure you have enough space on your device. Including the archive files, it will be a bit more, so make sure you have around 2 GB of space on your iPhone or iPad. And then next we also extract the Sutta Central website. So this one might probably take quite a while. It can take up to like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even half an hour on some devices, depending on the resources of your iPhone or iPad. Now here I will skip this one because I've already extracted it. Just make sure, my advice is that you wait on this page, that you don't go elsewhere, because sometimes I've had the experience on some devices, it cancels if you do something else. So just wait until this process is totally finished, and then after it disappears, also wait until the folder appears. So this might again take up to like maybe 1 minute until the folder with the same name appears here, and then you're good to go. So please be patient, just so that it completely extracts. Alright, so then the next thing we do, we can go into this folder. So for example, let's choose the offline declension tool, and here we have this one, start here. Let's tap on the options here and star, and let's do the same here in the access to inside HTML folder. We will find the file called index. So we do the same here, make a star, mark it with a star, and the same with the Sutta Central. Now here it's not here, because I already have it here. So we go into the folder, and again the index file, we make a star, and the purpose of adding the stars is that now you can easily access it here in this list. So the index file will be the Sutta Central one. Now let's open it, and we are right here. You can navigate directly into any kind of sutta, and it should also, here's the menu, so it should also properly display other kinds of fonts. For example, in the controls you can select other fonts. Just have to wait for a moment. Okay, so this one works here, and here also, if you press on this one, you get the English dictionary. So now when you close the menu and you tap on any kind of word, then you get the dictionary lookup. And in the navigation you have all the different translations. Okay, so let's go back. So the other one, index.html, this is for access to inside. And start here is for the declension tool. So on some devices the declension tool doesn't work. I don't know what's the problem. Sometimes it says like not enough system resources. I've seen this problem on some devices. just see whether it works or not. So here you can enter any word and you get the declension. Here you can put down this one, the keyboard, and then you can read easily. Okay, so one more thing you might want to know, some people might know this already, some people don't. If you swipe up from the bottom of your screen, and with swipe up I don't mean like very high so that this happens, I mean just enough until this dock appears. Then you can take any of these apps, hold it and drag it anywhere on the screen. In this way it will open as a small app, or if you put it to the side it will open a split screen view. This way you can put it to the side. You can also totally remove it. You can play around with this. This can be quite handy in order to watch two things at the same time. So let's say you are reading something and then you want to have a declension, let's say, then you can do like this, and you can have the declension tool here, or you can put it to the side and you have side by side. Alright, so that's already everything as far as the setup for those resources on the iPad goes. If you know any other kind of apps that you find very helpful and which could also be helpful for others, please share them in the comments, or you can tell me privately, and then I might be able to update this tutorial and add these things for the benefit of many. So actually I don't know, I'm not very familiar with iPads, so that's why I don't know many resources. So yes, I will be happy if someone can tell any more things. I also would like to thank Bhante Siddhartha and Bhante Punyavanto, who offered their devices for recording this this tutorial, and also Brother Park, who borrowed the microphone. Thank you very much, and I hope that this this tutorial was helpful for you to support you in your Dhamma studies.